Okay, it's pouring outside. I mean, really pouring. And I think I'm going to do another journal play. I'm just having some fun right now in that journal. And I have a couple other boxes of paper. So, let's see what I can come up with. I'm wet because I went outside to take video. Oh, there's a dog in here. Are you getting into trouble? Yep. Go. No. All right. I corralled the dog. Got the piece of blue paper out of his mouth. I'm telling you, he is mischievous this morning. Can you see my arms? They're all wet. I was outside in the rain. The bottom just fell out. They were taking a walk. My husband and the dog were taking a walk. Luckily, they turned around about the time they got to the top of the driveway. And they just made it. All right, I think this side is done. So there's a lot of notes on this end. So let's go this way. Yes, my Stabilo Woodies are my most favorite currently for a long time tool. Love them. I did this. I don't know if I showed you that. I kind of have a plan for this one, it looks like. Really and truly, that little guy is right there. I could do something there. I still want to do some bears on here. Ooh, nope, that's a... Well, I wanted to do Sandy Hester here, but we keep moving some people back towards the end. We did a Sibby, whatever her name is, Sibylla Court, so that could be Sandy Hester, and we'll do something here. Now, I happen to have printed something as a trial for Halloween. And I need to cut it out. I printed a bunch of pictures for my Hobonichi. Oh, speaking of Hobonichi, I ordered my Hobonichi for 2023. I ordered mine from Jet Pens because it seems like last year I think I ordered mine on Amazon, but it seems like they're going faster this year from what I've seen. I could be wrong. So yeah, we're going to do some ravens. Oh, the glasses are all wet. I only wear glasses for up close. And I just wear cheaters, but they're all wet. Okay. So, let's go through this little thing. Oh, I knew I had this someplace. It's a whole file of little stuff for Hobonichi. I need to catch up. I'm way behind. What could we find? Oh, here's something. Oh, here's some more days for Hobonichis. Tree stickers. Oh, I got these. Oh, here's a bear. This guy is going in my Hobonichi for today, even though he doesn't look like Gunner. But Gunner's being very mischievous today. This bear is way cuter than I can paint. Okay, that might be tomorrow. Tomorrow we're working on bears. Okay, stop, focus. I got sidetracked. And I'm still sidetracked. This is a good box of paper right here. Might use that one for, okay, this camera. For our next, ooh, there's some good stuff in here too. Ooh, this is good for Hobonichi. I mean for crows, whatever, ravens, sorry. Crows do not like to be called, ravens do not like to be called crows. All right, we got to make some room here. We got too much going on here. Okay. Might just do another page like I did yesterday, because that was fun. This is a printable of my own stuff. I'll recognize pieces from little journals. Ooh. I love this. This might be from Robin McClendon's printables. I'm not sure. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Ooh, my stomach's growling. Ignore my stomach growling. That's kind of blue. That's pretty. See little tiny pieces of paper. It's crazy. Crazy, 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 but it's so much fun. Like putting a puzzle together, sort of. This is something I put a bunch of Amy Tangerine stickers and another Mod Podge page like I did of this on sticker paper and printed it years ago. I printed it so the sticker was on the wrong side. I think that might be the last piece of it. I'm sure I cut it out for the flowers, but I'm kind of liking, ooh, cat slippers. Ooh, here's a black circle. That's great. Ooh, a bunch of black circles. Cortie's finding great stuff on her trip. Beautiful. It's not my story to tell, so I'm not going to. All right, I cut up a bunch of stuff into squares to make my own little tiny little, like, those little tiny books that I buy, and it really does help for me. Oh, here's a stamp of Frederick Douglass. I love that. Not the right color. I'm not sure if it goes with the raven. It is pouring out there. The bottom has fallen out. Oh, I like this. Okay, let's see what we can do with all of this. A little bit of black and brown, since it's gloomy out. If we can close this lid back. This was a quilt kit. I'm supposed to make that quilt, but I used the fabric for something else, but I love the box. I will try to remember to put a picture of my quilt at the end. It's not all the way done. I have one more border to do, a purple border. And then I'm not sure what I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna just make a throw out of it. I've been doing that a lot lately. South Carolina does not get cold, even at night. So I love making, I use them a lot more if they're just throws, and I put a piece of fleece on the back. It's just, that's just what I've been doing lately. The last few years I've done that. I started doing that with my husband's kids. I made them all quilts one year. And I knew they wouldn't value it as a quilt, but they might value it as a throw for a little while at least. And I got that idea. I'm like, I'm going to do, oh, I thought this said pumpkins, but it doesn't. Okay, so we've got some little squares. I think these are going to go on top as more focus items. And some of this stuff will be in the background. I really like this, but you know what? This kind of distracts from my ravens because it's almost its own focal point. I might pull that out for now, at least. And these are really blue, but I've got more blue, so that's okay. I'm going to use blue and black. And these might be, they were going to be a focal, but they might be a background sheet piece. And I don't know. This is not written in stone here. Okay, here's some more blue. But that's too close to this blue. You're going to see how my mind is operating here. This blue needs to come up here somewhere. Here's some more blue. I think I'm going to cut this smaller. All right, let's get the glue stick going here. Let's see what happens. So what else is happening here? It's going to be a long video. Nothing. We don't have art today because today is Monday and it's Labor Day. But we have journaling club tomorrow. Let's glue this guy down. And I could cut him apart. I kind of like the grid. And a journaling club is the only thing going on this week. My husband is getting ready to go out of town twice. So it's me and that wild dog. Once he's going to Portland for a conference. I tried to get him to take me there, but he never, ever. He doesn't do all the other activities that they plan for you. Where was this? Was it down here? It's going to be now. Because they have like 2 or 3 days of speakers and meetings and things like that. And he does that. But then he comes home. And they have golf and other things. And he never does any of that stuff. Never has. He just comes home. Now sometimes, like when he had a couple in Las Vegas, I went with him. And way before COVID. Oh dear, my thing just popped off. And way, way before COVID. I think I'm going to rip this too. And like one day I took a taxi to a quilt shop. And then we would stay. We stayed and did the Grand Canyon and things like that. We did a wild animal park thing that was on the edge. I think that was on the way to the Grand Canyon. And we've done, I think I went to Vegas with him twice. And these are not going back in the same places, obviously. Vegas, if he goes to Vegas, I try to go. Although I haven't been in years and years. Oh, this is on the sticky side is on the right side here. Now there's white border on that. I'm okay with that. Here's more blue. Where do we need more blue? Right there, don't you think? This is brown. We might hold that out. But he's going to Portland. I wanted to go because there's that great bookstore in Portland, but now that he has somebody working for him, she takes first priority on these things. And I'm not really sure I want to go on a plane just yet anyhow. Too many pilot issues and too many luggage issues. Although I would probably just pack a carry-on. I really want to go to see my sister and my friend out in California, but it is crazy right now. And plane tickets are just astronomical. I'm going to put this in because I'm going to bring in all those other tiny pieces, but I don't want to lose focus on the birds, but I might cover them up a little bit. Maybe there's a suggestion of ravens here. Are ravens in the belfry now? The belfry of the bats. I loved how that came out. Okay, now we're going to start attaching pieces together, which I love doing. With these, this is a printables that I bought on Etsy of tags, like specimen tags. And this is something from Tim Holtz or somewhere, but it's kind of like in sections so I can cut it apart. What could we call this and make it a play on words of nevermore? More. Kind of rearrange it like the belfry of the bats. The more of never. The more of never. I kind of like that. This could be like a specimen book page. So, ravens as a specimen. Oh, I still have some of this. Might could cut a perfect square of this. The more, the never of mores. All I can think is the, what is that mountain range? Not mountain range, cliffside in Ireland that we went to. The Cliffs of Moher. The never of Moher. Should I add some Stabilo? Or should I add some of that crazy chalk paint? I love this. It's called Art Graph. It comes in these little plastic containers. It's not cheap. It's $10 for one square. But I love it. Let me just do some more circles. I might add black to these circles. The Moor of Never. The Never of Moors. I like the Never of Moors. We're going with that. The Never of Moors. Like the Cliff of Moors. The Cliff of Moors. True story. We went there on a day that it was not unusually bad weather in Ireland. And we couldn't, it was so foggy you couldn't even see it. So the bus driver took us, our tour guide took us down the road where there were cliffs that are just like it, which I'm sure this is a common occurrence. But the skies parted for about 20 minutes and we saw them, and we saw these other cliffs that we were on that looked just like it. But we didn't see any puffins. We saw lots of white specks. We're saying they're puffins. But being from the coast of California, the northern coast of California, I was not unfamiliar with cliffs like that along the coast. But they're still beautiful. Still beautiful. Now, what I might do, I might blend these while they're still wet. Let's see what happens. Ooh. The Eyes of March, the Eyes of Never. Oh, let's do the Eyes of Never. The Eyes of Never. Could these be eyeballs? Haunted eyeballs? The Eyes of Never? I love that. Doing just these little jagged lines too. Oh, I like those too. I need to do some horizontal ones. Just getting it barely wet and just dragging it across and making some hash marks, basically. But I'm kind of liking that. Huh. Why? I don't have a clue. But that's part of the fun. That is part of the fun. Something so simple. Oh my gosh. I wish you could see this in real life because it's totally different colors. Well, not really. Oh, it's beautiful. All right, I'm going to stop. Otherwise, this video is going to be very long for you guys and me. Although we're getting better internet speed, it's not fast by any means. Okay, we can put the Nomad. I'm glad you guys got some of those books because it is beautiful book. Beautiful. One of you said you stopped right then and paused the video and went and got the book. I think I did that one. I don't remember. I think it was Robin McClendon who turned me onto that book. And I did the same thing. I'm like, oh my God, that book is gorgeous. It's just things sometimes. Just things. Oh, wow. I better name it right now. I'm going to put in The Eyes of Never. That's a great journal page. A journal title. And do eyes. The Eyes of Never. It's vague enough that it works for me. Didn't want it to be completely in your face, nevermore. But I might do one of these jagged things across. Oops, that's too much water. Ooh. A little thicker than I would want it, but that's okay. Oh, love it.